this game is over. He's just going to right or attack move here and win. Nothing too special about this. So the second replay, which is the third game of the series, game 2. I don't know. It's just Ted just like gets in some stupid fights and gets like fiends picked off and then he loses. He plays pretty standard. Look at that, 207 damage crits. Like that's why versus Orc you can never let your guard down. This is stupid. I hate Orc. Orc is gay. Fuck Orc. Man, I'm quite a bitter guy, aren't I? So that's GG. So on the Shadow Hunter forces the game. And do I want to pause and... You know what, I'm not going to do a little interlude today. Let's just jump straight the hell into this next replay. I am Lucifron. Yes. That was my cool voice, because I'm a cool dude. I don't know, what do you guys think about this NGL info board as compared to, say, Doodad's thing? I don't really... I mean, I think that Doodad's APM thing is pretty cool. That must have taken a lot of work for him to code that one like that. That's pretty awesome, actually. If you guys haven't seen his maps, I would say you should check them out. They're pretty neat. If you got a bad computer, they can put a lot of pressure on that, but whatever. I mean, look at all these things. Like, I don't know. These info board things usually just end up annoying me. Like I'll just click them off. Like, look at all these things. Like lumber, gold, food count. Yeah, that's easy. But what's the peon thing? Is that your number of workers? Is that what that is? I think it is. So, and then like for the undead one, you've got like acolytes, and then you've got ghouls like up there. I mean, are the ghouls your lumber ghouls? I mean, are they just fighting units? Like, is that what they are? I don't really get that. I mean, I think that's just like your actual militaristic units. And then what's the last one? Is that like creeps killed or like units killed or something? Is it the food count? Is it the total levels? Is it the number? Like, you know, is there a fucking manual to read for this shit? I mean, like, the hell. Anyway, nobody cares. If I want to know what the fucking gold is, I'll click on one of his buildings and look. Alright, 2 minutes. You should probably be there. I've ranted about random bullshit long enough. Why? Oh, Ted didn't block his base this time. That's interesting. Yeah, I find that interesting, that Ted wouldn't block his base here. Oh, speaking of random old people that Downware made fun of, Emperor now does shoutcast for some World of Warcraft radio website. I don't know if any of you remember Emperor. If you're Downware fans, you've probably at least heard Downware calling him an asshole or something. And I don't like that guy, but that's cool. I listen to one of his shoutcasts. It's kind of funny. It's the World of Warcraft radio here with Emperor. Sometimes he shoutcasts some ICE matches or something. Anyway, that's enough bullshitting around. Unpause in 3, 2, 1, go! Hope that was spontaneous enough for you. Just trying to make sure you're awake there. Why would he not block his base? If he'd... I don't know, maybe that is blocked. Is it? I don't know. That's weird. Maybe that is blocked. Maybe I'm just like a noob. I don't know. It looks like a Blade Master could fit in there. But even if he could, like... I don't know, man. It's freaking weird. Well, whatever. I don't think it really matters. Usually you won't notice a... The only time I really ever lose, like... This strat, like, it puts a lot of pressure on the Orc to micro. Like, he really does have to play pretty micro-intensive fight there. Oh, notice the Blade Master goes right for the went right for that Ogre to get the item very early in the game. That's one of the things to be aware of on this map. It's very likely that the Orc will have a potion of greater healing or invulnerability, which could make focusing the Blade Master not usable. Also, notice that he went ahead, instead of dusting, coiled that first creep to make sure that the Blade Master can get it. Usually they won't harass you right off the bat, but sometimes they will, and I guess you don't really have all that much money to be throwing away with this strat, since you're going to need to get a second rod, you're going to need your Lich and all your tier 2 goodies right away. So throwing off a coil, since you're pretty much going to regenerate it, pretty quickly, yeah, it's fine. I would recommend doing that, as opposed to blowing off dust at your first creep camp. So, notice he went right for this merchant marketplace right after that. You can definitely creep this out with 2 or 3 fiends and a skeleton. I think I know some players that in Mirror will go straight to this camp as their first one on this map in Fiend Mirror. It's definitely very doable. And not having the blue ogre there, he knows that the orc was gonna creep that out, or had already crept that out. I think had Lucifron crept something else out, Ted might have been able to show up there and get a steal on, or at least like pressure him, maybe even get a steal on it. But whatever, that's not really too important. I'm getting on tangents today. He's got level 2, so he doesn't need to worry all that much about creeping up anymore, because you're pretty much not going to get level 3 most of the time that you're doing this, and it's a good idea to try and stop the orc from getting too high level. Actually, the thing I lose to the most with these tower rush strats is when I'm playing on BNet, a lot of times I'll have music on, and sometimes it's a bit too loud. And I think twice already I've been playing against an orc, planning to do a tower rush, only to look into my base and see 3 dead acolytes and another down, going down very quickly, which isn't very fun. And yeah, I've decided that BNet is not a place that you have to be mannered. So I've been calling people on BattleNet some very bad names lately. Level 3 for the Death Knight, that's awesome. Congrats. I'd like to thank the Academy and I'd like to thank Dredrick for making this joke as cheesy as possible. Why didn't I guess? Whatever. Lucifron didn't harass nearly as hard. Oh, that's never mind. He couldn't harass. That's what Ted did there. I think he wasn't just trying to screw at the orc. Actually, what I think he was trying to do earlier is put damage on the Blade Master, so that he would have to run away and use a healing salve, and Ted would be able to creep level 3 in peace. So, yeah, I guess I was wrong in my thinking about that. That's actually really smart. Do that. Because remember, and he's got dust too. So if a Blade Master if you can get a Blade Master low, that's an excellent time to get like a creep camp done or something. Because if he shows up, he runs the risk of getting dusted, coiled, and focused and killed. For example, right here, he's going to take a lot of damage. Watch this coil. Shazam! Oh, 60 hit points, 43 hit points. It's got 2. No, Fiend Volleys died. Alright, well, you got down really low, as you can see, so, especially once you got level 3 DK. Like, if you can get level 3 DK with this push, then that's a really big deal, because your Lich will be very freaking hard to kill. Someone's trying to get my attention on Vent, but I don't really care. I don't know, one thing that bugs me is, why is Lucifron's base like this? Like, I'd have thought that he'd put that Spirit Lodge, like, in his base, at least one of his buildings, you know, for safety, to keep it safe. I mean, he doesn't really have anything else that's going to go in that little space there where he cleared out in the trees, but I don't know, I mean, he pretty much knew where the undead was, so I guess he was safe from getting, like, pushed. Why was he able to creep up so much higher last game? I don't know. Or this game. The orc style is much more passive right now. I think he's expecting a tower rush, and that's why he's playing very defensively with his Torn Chieftain here. He's getting up a War Mill now, and he's staying tier 2. Couldn't quite tell you, really, but... So, tier 2, grab the Lich, and the Lich is out, so he grabs his Acolyte, grabs his 3 ghouls, gets another Rod, and notice that Ted is going to go ahead and get a health and mana potion. Oh, dude, that Blade Master was slowed, and he doesn't have a healing salve on him. I'd have popped the coil there just to make him a little weaker. That would have been nice. Anyway, he got a health and mana potion. That's a pretty safe bet. It just makes you all that much stronger. And you don't really, like... It's right when you show up that you need to win that fight, so may as well spend the gold you've got on items, you know, as opposed to... I mean, it's not like you... being conservative with your money is going to do you any good. Like, you've got to win this fight right here, otherwise, like, you're pretty screwed. And notice level 3 coil. Like, even though the fiend still died. Look at how much longer it took that orc. Like that was like 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds, no exaggeration, to kill that